Today we're going to be making some of the most delicious looking pancakes that I've ever seen, and we're going to be making them keto. So I was scrolling on social media and I was coming across so many videos of these super thick, fluffy pancakes, and they're typically made in Japan. And I think Sarah has turned my algorithm, or our algorithm, into a Japanese like cuisine algorithm because I keep on seeing it because Sarah is actually going to Japan soon. And so I thought, is there a way to make these keto friendly? And luckily Sarah and I came across a recipe by one of our favorite brands, Chalk Zero. And these are the souffle pancakes, also known as Japanese pancakes. And this recipe is going to be kind of scary because it takes a little bit of technique, but the ingredients seem to be really common ingredients on a low carb lifestyle. Like we had all these ingredients on hand, which is rare for Sarah and I. Usually we are shopping Amazon until the morning that we film the recipe. And we're gonna be leaving it linked in the description below the video so that you can get all of the measurements, because actually Sarah and I are gonna be doubling this recipe. I want to have double the amount just in case we mess it up. So like we said, the recipe ingredients are pretty common. We're gonna be using the Great Value brand Walmart coconut flour because you guys actually told us that we needed to try it. We were looking for a coconut flour that didn't actually taste a lot like coconut flour, and it turns out that the Walmart brand one, which happens to be like one of the cheapest ones that you can buy, or the cheapest, it tastes the least amount like coconut flour. So we have a whole bag of that. You're gonna be needing things like vanilla extract, a keto-friendly sweetener. We're gonna be using allulose, cream of tartar. The only ingredient that kind of differentiates this from other souffle recipes that I've seen is that they use egg white protein powder. And this is something that Sarah and I actually buy because we try a lot of different recipes on our channel. So it looks like this, and it's dried egg white powder. And other things like xanthan gum, heavy cream, baking powder, common stuff. But before we begin making our Japanese pancakes, we're gonna talk about the sponsor of this video, Element. Element is a delicious electrolyte drink mix with everything that you need and nothing that you don't. That means lots of salt and no sugar. Element contains a science-backed electrolyte ratio of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Sarah and I have been drinking Element every single day since 2020 because we love the way it tastes and it helps us on our keto lifestyle. That's because when you go into ketosis, you shed a lot of water, and inside that water are your electrolytes. This can leave you feeling tired, having muscle cramps, or even nausea, also known as the keto flu. Element replenishes your electrolytes so that you feel better. Sarah and I like all of the flavors of Element, but our absolute favorites are the citrus salt and the grapefruit salt. You have to try them. So say you trust us, which you should, because we love this stuff, and you buy the citrus salt. You're gonna get a sample pack with that purchase so that you can try 7 more of their flavors. But in order to get this deal, you must go to drinklmnt.com/ketotwins. And while you're there, make sure to check out Element Sparkling, a bold 16-ounce can of sparkling electrolyte water. So first off, we're gonna be separating our egg whites from our egg yolks because we're gonna be whipping our egg whites to form stiff peaks. So we gotta separate a bunch of eggs because we're not making just one of this, we're making a double batter. We're gonna take the yolks only and we're gonna pour them into a bowl. You probably should have cracked it into the bowl that you're gonna stir everything else into. I kinda wanna mix the xanthan gum and the dry ingredients together first because I feel like xanthan gum, once it hits something liquid, it's just gonna turn into goo. So I'm going off recipe. I'm gonna mix all the dry ingredients first and then mix the rest of the ingredients together. So as I was sorting out the ingredients for this recipe, I thought it was a lot of xanthan gum, so that's interesting. And it's like 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. So there's not a lot of flour in this recipe, like coconut or keto-friendly flour. But it must be very light and airy because it's just eggs. Yeah. All right. Buying the wet ingredients next. Going off script here. Not off script. We don't have a script, obviously. Let's mix this together because wet ingredients, why not? Heavy cream and vanilla. That's a lot of vanilla too, I think. We're gonna mix the egg yolk mixture into our dry ingredient mixture. Hopefully it doesn't just turn into a big blob. Maybe do it fast while it's, well, maybe you should, okay. Definitely setting up already, you can see that. There's not like many lumps or anything. All right, cool. How are you feeling thus far in this recipe? Oddly confident today. Famous last words. We have chilled the bowl because you guys said that we should. So
see, we listen sometimes.
We do read comments, and you guys said we should be chilling our bowl when we're whisking eggs. So
okay, cream of tartar, sweetener.
We're using allulose. And egg whites. All right. I'm on level 1. I mean, it's.
I know, but are you supposed to put it over your head?
No.
It says that. I
Egg
thought.
white nothing. In the instructions, it says you can put the egg whites over your head to check. And I'm having deja vu, except it was Sarah doing it to me, where she put something over my head and it fell in my hair, and then
That was an accident.
she had to eat it. So.
That was my punishment.
And yeah, see. What?
It wasn't very long, but okay. I believe you.
It says you should be using a mold to create your pancake. And so Sarah has these 2. Although, in all of the videos that I saw in Japan, they just do it by hand.
Yeah, but those people make thousands a day. You have made 0, so I don't trust you.
Okay.
So let's use the ring.
It says to fold 1/3 of the egg whites into the yolk mixture.
A third in Emily land.
What?
Okay, keep going. Hurry up. Fold. You always do that. Just keep doing the half thing. That's how folding is. It's working. It's working.
All right, now it says just to add the rest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've oiled the pan with avocado oil and the ring molds. We're gonna add 1/3 of a cup of the batter into the ring molds. Here we go. I don't hear any sizzle.
Okay.
Oopsie doo. Get in there. You're not allowed. Get out. We are supposed to put a couple tablespoons of water and then cover it.
Go.
But these.
Okay, it's been 3 minutes, so let's see what happens.
Ooh.
Okay, just pull it.
How's that? You like that, Sarah?
Here. Release my pancake. Ah.
No, that's
Yes.
too hot. We're not doing that.
Yes.
No.
Okay, just do it for the next couple. Here.
What a disaster. Come on. No, it didn't even.
This one's fine.
I feel like I should go freehand instead.
Okay, well.
We're not having luck with the molds. I want to try a free-handed one. Sarah doesn't want me to.
Go ahead. Do it. You do you. Just knowing
Watch
you.
my artistry at work here.
Okay, so now put it around it, but not on top of the pancakes.
Okay, I wrote it. It's been 3 minutes. Let's check on my free-handed version.
They have puffed. That one's better. Yeah, it's not bad of a height on there. Put the lid back on.
A little bit more water in there. Hey! I think it's turning out well. So we have a little bit of the batter left. We're gonna go back to the ring mold.
Just to see if we can perfect it.
Yeah, because I think I might have messed it up. I'm going a little extra. I'm just gonna do that much.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 3 minutes. We're gonna cook our last round of pancakes in the ring molds. We're gonna dress all the pancakes with some butter, bring down some Choc Zero maple syrup, and we're going to garnish it maybe with some fruit, and we're gonna try it. We have gone through a journey here, a journey of discovery. Discovering yet another thing that we don't know how to do. By the way, this is plain old Ready Whip. It has less than 1 gram of carb, and so that's why we're using it.
Attempt number 1.
Yes,
Ring
this is
mold.
Ring mold number 1. Please know when we're cooking stuff, it takes us a while to get everything ready to eat it. So if you're gonna make these, you're not gonna be filming, so you'll probably eat them right away. And so they won't deflate. But this is probably what, 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, they're starting to deflate. The second round was my, what I call freehand round, and I think they turned out pretty good. They were thicker, but they started deflating as well. Here are our last round where we took the time to actually well-oiled ring. We also filled the mold less. I did use just 1/3 of a cup of the batter instead of trying to overfill it because that was my instinct, was to overfill it. We're gonna use some Choc Zero maple syrup and some whipped cream because why not? I deserve it. You deserve it. I would like to see the inside. What does the inside look like? That's important. Please be something edible. Oh. But it does look very fluffy. Fluffiest pancakes I've ever made, for sure. Really fluffy.
Not too coconutty because we use that Walmart coconut flour.
It's very neutral tasting. If you guys want inspiration on what you can top it with, you can go on Instagram or social media and search for these Japanese pancakes, and they top them with a bunch of different things like chocolate, peanut butter, fruit. And we were shocked about how much xanthan gum was in there, but it actually did help it hold up.
Or do something.
It did something.
Yeah.
The other thing I was gonna say is that I think it browns pretty quick because of the allulose in the recipe. I would cook it rather low and slow. If you don't want the dark on the top. Although it tastes good. It doesn't taste like spoiled or anything from being pretty dark on the top. I don't know if this would taste different though, this one. The handmade version. Okay. Still very good, in my opinion. But it doesn't taste like eggs either. Do you think it tastes like eggs? Not really. I mean, we used to have a pretty big egg intolerance because not intolerance, but we just got sick of eggs. And now maybe I'm over my whole egg aversion. And now it's like I'm not really tasting egg in things anymore. And sometimes we say, oh, it doesn't taste like eggs. And some of you guys are like, it does taste like eggs, even though there's literally one egg in the recipe. So, but this was really, really good. I'm glad we got the hang of it towards the end there. It got scary for a second because, you know, while we will show you guys when we really mess up, it's like we want
to come out with something.
Right, we want to be successful. We don't always want to be messed up, you know. We want to have a product to show. So if you got this far, put a pancake emoji. And don't forget to subscribe. And YouTube seems to think you're gonna like this video, so why don't you click on it and we will see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out.